Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream and welcome back to another day with Daily C Hypercars. So well, that's about it. Yeah. So today I'll try to spend most of my time with the Hypercars, but I don't know what exactly it's going to be the plan. Maybe I switch to something else. Maybe we do daily race B. Even A is okay. Even daily race A is okay. But I'll see what to do. I'll see how all of this is going to go, and I guess we're just going to take it from there. But before we get into it, I do have to say hi to everyone in the chat. Osman, Linville, Grover, Jean is here, Primolek, Seba, Parizaval, I think it's calm before in the storm, you say. Kind of. And Lenny is here as well. I see Andy in the chat. Hello, Andy. Man's Freed Reptile. And my day starts with Digit Stream. Hopefully it's going to be a good start. Hemner. These nicknames are sometimes difficult to pronounce, but I'm doing my best. I have to say. And John, you're saying this week has made it very clear that the BOP on hypercars need to be worked on. Yeah, the BOP with these hypercars is not the best. I mean, just if we have a look at the leaderboards. By the way, I'm on my second account today. I was, just before the stream, I was kind of working with the pedals, just trying to find something that, well, actually, I was working with the distance, like how much distance I really need. I think I might do some adjustments between the races. But I'll see, actually. I think it's fine. I just don't want to do too much. So basically when I say too much, I don't want to be too close and I don't want to be too far off the pedals. But as I was saying, yeah. No one is even trying to use a different car, so that's that. Mood, hi there. Spotted your music on Sparkle stream last night. Okay, Grover. Ordered the DD bundle with the cockpit and GT3 endurance wheel. Gonna compare with Logitech. A bit steep. Yeah, I mean, I really hope that you will enjoy it. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of certain that you will enjoy it because you went with the most expensive option. So yeah. And yeah, I really wanted to use the 499, but yeah, to 963 since it only has a fighting chance. I don't even know if that one has a fighting chance. I don't know. Honestly, it is a bit too difficult to get any other car to work in here. I don't know why is that and why are they so different, but they are. Just let me see one thing. Okay. No, I always, you know what is the problem with me? Even when I find, I don't even know if I want to put the lap time. I might put the lap time in just in case. Brenton, hi there. Doing well. Yeah, I don't even know sometimes if I want to put the lap time in, but I usually do just in case, but... Let's see. And yeah, once again, I readjusted the pedals, I readjusted my seating position slightly. Nothing too significant, just minor adjustments. Hopefully it will do me well, and I'll get better with my driving. Okay, ABS is activating. I probably need to increase the dead zone slightly. That is good to know. Yeah. Okay. Dead zone going 0.5%. Nothing special, really. Oh, that's not bueno. I just found this option here and realized it's been a while. It's been a while. Thank you, Andy, for that. It's been a while. Yesterday I was looking at the channel members and I realized there are like 300 members on the channel. Okay, some of them are gifted memberships and so on, but I never thought that 300 people would kind of support what I do. Which is pretty insane when you think about it. I'll do this 1%. Yeah, and I think I'll just have to put the pedals a little bit further away from myself. Or maybe even adjust the angle of the pedal again. Or just increase the dead zone, because that's the easiest thing to do. Okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. Let's do another one. Well, yeah. I mean, I still remember when I just started doing this, and it changed. Definitely changed over time. ABD, hi. You've seen people use the Hypercar, not sure why. I don't know why. I really don't know why, because at least from my experience, that car isn't really the best. I mean, it could be okay on maybe on some of the other tracks, but here, I don't know, here you just need acceleration. If it was any better in the corners, I think it could be usable, but it's just not. Okay. Let me move this. Yeah, I think I'll definitely move the pedals a little bit further away from me. Okay, I got it there. But yeah, for this first race, I'll survive. Sandy, hi. To it, that's good. Mr. Round, hi there. Stig, hi. Didn't see you in there. And Debo, hi. Great, for some reason my messages at first don't send, but then they do. I had an issue posting comments. I think it was yesterday or... the other day it was. And I was like, why are my comments... Like, why aren't my comments not sending? Like, what is going on? Dušan, pomalo. It was strange, actually, but... That's it. Let's see, okay. I know what. For the next one, I think I can just put in a better lap and then start a little bit further up the field. And then you see, like, this is a mix of A and A+. Not exactly the most popular combination, as I see. Yeah. I don't know what's up with that. I mean, strange. Really, really strange, I would say. I mean, I know this is a really difficult combination, and you know it's quite early in the day. But let's see. Can't overtake there. Oh, not even if I wanted to. I'll have to lift. Oh. Yeah, that's my usual 2-for-1 special. That was quite unlucky for the other guy. He didn't do anything wrong there. Well, the only thing that was wrong that he was there. And Jason. Thank you for the dono. Hi there. Oh. I wanna go too wide. Will I get a penalty for this? Okay, might get this one now. Oh. Whoa. Smiling Speedster, hi. I can't overtake here. I mean, I can try, but it's usually not worth it. I always use default ABS, I don't change it. Like, I always use the same. Okay, now I think I'll send it. Wasn't enough. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought he was going to hit the wall, but then he lifted. Yeah, I'll have to overtake here. Or at least try to do it. Okay, now chasing P4 there. Or maybe not. That'll be a penalty maybe. I think I'm actually safe. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to pit now or pit later. I probably pit later. And hello, Hull. Okay, the gap is going down. Maybe not as much as I wanted to, but it is going down, so... That's good. I hate this. I hate this part of the track. Like this bus stop, I mean, I even said it on Monday. It's just... Oh, the worst. Oh, and that's a penalty. I know, I think on the controller it's maybe even close to impossible. Yeah. I probably spent too much time doing this. I mean, yeah, those quick changes of direction on the controller, that's tough. It'll be interesting to see the ending of this one. If he was on... Huh. Maybe he made a mistake, but... Well, let's see. I know I have to keep an eye on that front left. Oh, okay. Whoa! Well, if I may. I mean, that was kind of lucky, but it worked. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of these kind of discount deals, 2 for 1. This is the second time today. Just keep an eye on that front left, don't turn too much. Don't do it. Laser high there. Nice. They're fighting for the lead. Ah, you're saying it's 4 for 1 special today? I mean, it could be. Could be. Let's see if I can get another one. I think Antonio just forgot to put the softs on. Penalty for me, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Hizal is in here. He's in 7th. Probably running something like a BMW or something like that. And Shroom's high. Half a second penalty, not the best, but... Oy, okay, I hate this part. I'll have to avoid it a little bit more. That was kind of bad, wasn't it? One stick, thank you very much for that. Thank you for that gifted membership. Let's finish this one, and I definitely need to do these adjustments because I have a feeling like I'm probably pressing the brake too hard. Even when I'm not trying to. That's the part of the problem. Alright. Pedal lap 6, yes. No October guy this time, no. Unfortunately. Okay, this would be better. I just need to push the pedals a little bit further away from myself. Let me try to do that. It's probably not going to take too long. And hello everyone. So you're saying the alien commander is here. Hi, Mikhail. Let's see if this did something. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Even slightly changing the angles. But I might do that later. I mean, I can do it now. But then I'll probably have to redo some of the things. Huh. Well, let's see. This feels really good now. Moving the pedals. Yeah, okay. By the way, here I'm talking about like little details that make it... Wow. Well, I'm just going to say it make it easier to sit and stream for like a couple of hours. That's about it. Yeah, plenty of time. I like... for example, I like doing these races, and then during the race, I can kind of figure out what do I actually need. So, for example, when I press the accelerator like this, my leg is not fully extended. I still have like a bit of extension left. But that's the important part for the throttle pedal for me. Just to push and to feel kind of relaxed, because most of the time I'm just spending time on the accelerator. That's normal. And then, just as I release it, I can have a bit of this gap, so to say. So if I'm doing this, I might have a bit of a gap. That's okay. But with the brake pedal, I just want to be always in this kind of relaxed position when I'm, you know, holding the pedal like this. And then when I release it, then I need that quick transition. But it's not the same movement or the same travel as the throttle pedal. So you probably see that they're not evenly, how do you even call it, like they don't have the same gap to the pedal plate. There's like a little bit of difference. I mean, these are minor corrections, nothing really, but over time it does add up. A slightly bent, yeah. And then you have to figure out what kind of angles you like. Something, you know, in 30 minutes, I don't know, you probably don't even care if you're only spending like 30 minutes. You know, as long as it works, it's fine. But if I'm spending like 4 hours and, you know, even more doing this, I want to be in this like really nice position all the time. And then when I just get off the rig and then I do something else, I don't want to feel tired. That's the thing. So, oh yeah, and also the feel of the brake pedal and how quickly can I transition from brake to the throttle pedal. That's also important. Yeah, even here, like, see, reaching 100%, but reaching 100% shouldn't be too difficult, but it also shouldn't be too easy. So I'm just trying to figure out all of those little angles and what do I really need. And I'm always making these changes. I mean, every time I get something new, it's always a mess. I mean, I'm always thinking, oh, maybe I need this, maybe I need that, maybe the angle isn't great, maybe, and then I just change my whole setup. And that's why I don't really like testing new stuff, because it takes a lot of time for me, and, you know, finding that perfect position again, it is a bit of a struggle, but eventually, when you get used to it, it's just sit and play, enjoy it, and that's it. Oh yeah, I think this feels okay now. Yeah, even the time is better, so it must be. They're working, Linville. Ah, you took his suggestion. Oh, nice. I'll probably need to do another lap. This is not going to be good. Yeah, I mean, you kind of make the rig for yourself. And I used it. Let's move high there. Let's see. How do you get the car over there and make it stable? That's a mystery for me. In the race, I'm just avoiding the bus stop. Just going very wide there. Oh yeah, that's okay. And I think I explained this the last time we were here. So it was basically like, if you can do something like this with your brake pedal, like release it in more like controlled way, like this, you're good to go. But I often see like this stuff, or releasing the brake pedal too soon or too fast and that kind of stuff, which is usually not the best, but that's what it is. How would you adjust your most recent settings? I mean, the same, depending on the length of the endurance race. So it would be, maybe I would just reduce the force feedback. That's it. That's what I did when I did the 24-hour challenge. Okay, it's getting competitive. It's getting actually really competitive. So yeah. Game crashed. For 2 people, I think. Not the best start for some drivers. Yeah, I would definitely need to improve here. And my best time on my main account is 28.4. So here I would be starting, I think I would be starting in 4th position. I think I can be a little bit quicker. I mean, they're doing 27.8. Alessandro saying, in your lobby. That's you. I mean, not a bad time, that's why. I think that's exactly why. Putting the brake and bias all the way to the back. Thank you. Thank you, man. Kizal, now you can spend some time in the qualifying and do like a 26.9. No way. Yeah, way. Yeah. I think staying out of trouble is usually the best strategy around here. Oh! Oh! Oh, and it proves to be also a very strong strategy this time. The P3. You know, if I was on my main account, none of this would have happened. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, to get into it. 2-for-1 specials. Not bad, I guess. Yeah, main account, I think I would just be flying all around the place, but... No, on my second account, easy. 5 places, what? No, 4 places in 1 lap. Doing absolutely nothing. That's the curse of the main account, you know, you're trying to do better, and then you just do worse. Here, I'm not trying to do anything. And it's just better, I guess. Yeah. Sometimes you do that. Yeah. And then there is the bus stop, which it's the same on my main and on my non-main account. I think I'll have to focus now. Same thing as on Monday. I need to figure out how to do that bus stop better because this is not working for me. I would say that I'm doing okay. Could be doing better in the bus stop though. See, no World Cup, maybe stream. No, I'm just going to keep my usual schedule. I mean, I might do a daily race B later, who knows, but... I mean, I really don't want to stream twice a day. That's not really good. No, they're on the mediums. Oh, well, that was a big one. Oh! And that's also something that happened to Paul on Monday. Maybe that's why I'm taking the other line. You know, 10-15 times everything is going to be okay. And then once you'll just lose the entire race. Mr. Waffle. Waffle and chicken. Hi. I need to do more race C. I only did 3 races on Monday and spent Tuesday editing. Oh, that's what I usually do. Could maybe... I think I might even change the angle of the pedal. It will be weird, but... I might do it. I mean, there you go, Rataka. Just avoiding the bus stop, I guess. Oh. I did... No, 6, 7 of them? This is Croatia, I mean... Well, racing under the Croatian flag. Well, I live in Croatia, so... That's that. I think I should just keep it in 4th there. Okay, I can definitely get onto the power earlier. Ne brini ništa. think. Oh, he must have killed his tires. Shrooms, how many people are you coaching? It's not like I have a number of people that I'm coaching. It's not like I have a, 50 regular people that I coach. I mean, it's more about who signs up. I mean, I had a few regulars, but I just can't be regular. Like, it's kind of a problem. Not really a problem for me. That's a good problem to have. There was a bit too much demand for it, and I don't have the time to coach that many people. Like, I constantly get emails, like, every day. I get, like, 2 emails. What are your usual slots, and are you still coaching? That kind of stuff. But it's either that the schedule is full, or I just don't have enough time to do it. Again, it's not really a problem to have. It's a good problem to have. And hello, Damien, by the way. Okay, I think they just killed their tires, and yeah. That's why I might be slower at the beginning of the stint, but then later I just pick up the pace because, well, my tires allow it. I even look now. I mean, he's doing a lot more coaching than I do, but I think he's booked like 2 months in advance. Okay, I even cut the gap later. Oh, that was interesting. He's fully booked up to 4 months now. Oh yeah, now you know. I guess accepting the fate. I think I need to do better in the qualifying. September the last time. That's kind of a long waiting list. Who coached me? I mean, it's not a secret. I even posted a couple of these videos in the past, but that was even a couple of years ago. I had coaching with Igor Fraga. That was, I think that was one of my very few coaching sessions that I had with someone. But that was roughly 4, maybe even 4 to 5 years ago. I'm 1995, Damien. 1995. I'm getting older. That was the one with him. Let me see if I can refresh this. It's refreshing. Where did I have a session with? I don't remember. Yeah, but I could say that it was him that kind of showed me some of the things that I should know. And also I watched a lot of videos online, like someone, I guess I am that person today. But yeah. But yeah, I could say that I like watched a lot of videos and kind of learned everything on my own. But I could say that he definitely made an impact on how I drive right now and what I do. And I mean, a lot of different people, even the Hazal who is now in the chat. I mean, I remember watching his videos when I think it was Subaru Interlagos changing. I think it was a different type of pit exit. I still remember that one. To save a bit of time, you know, all of those kind of little things, and eventually you just started getting it yourself. And I think, you know, these days you can find everything online, but when I started there were not that many content creators in the space. Maybe a few that I kind of looked up to, and the ones that are actually producing good content. But yeah, I mean, it's a process. It's really a process. I mean, it takes a while. No worries about the quality, man. I mean, as long as I could see the dot, it was fine. And I was like, you know, when watching that video Hazal, I was like, this guy's making videos? Like, it's really bad quality. I mean, it's very difficult to watch it because it is just difficult to see stuff. And I'm like, he's still getting views, and then later, of course, as you get more into it, you realize, okay, yeah, he's the GOAT. He's like the best in the world to see, so no one really cares about the quality. And, well, the quality of driving was the reason why I watched the video itself. It wasn't the quality of you know, the video is just quality of driving. So, it makes sense now. Don't worry. And if it wasn't for you, I'm going to say, if it wasn't for you and your videos, I probably never would have gotten into content creation. I mean, a lot of different things happened along the way, but it's just that, you know, I wanted to make videos. I want to say, oh, you know what, I want to do better. And Manu, hi there. I mean, this is what I do. Yeah. I think the races are doing fairly well. Thank you, Seba. Okay, improving. Yeah. To do better there. Yeah, even the front left is now 87 degrees Celsius. Let's try the bus stop again. Like, really, really aggressive approach now. And of course it works when I don't want it to work. Never mind. Okay, now that was something that I need to get, let's say, into the 27s later. Oh, yeah. It's an Spinal Speeds are saying I'm following basically only Digit. Only me. I think you would do fairly well if you streamed. I mean, it's not... Okay, you need a PC basically. I mean, or you can stream directly from your PlayStation, but okay, that's not the same. Okay, now he's out from the back. You're in this lobby. Where? Ah, I can see you. I stream a lot. Oh, Tiago, I don't know. I don't know. Yesterday I talked to my affiliate manager and I said, you know what, if you have a seat, no problem. I'm always open up to it. And if you have something, not a big deal, you know, I can casually drive. It's I think it would be cool to have like a GTR, FANATEC, Gran Turismo type of collaboration. That would be insane. And yeah, by the way, Manu, congrats on that one. Congrats. Feeling more confident behind the wheel of this thing. I just need to figure out the lines. I need to figure out a way to go that wide. That was not really good. 1.2. He's just faster. I have to try and risk it a bit through the bus stop because I'm taking it too easy. Oh, I think there'll be a penalty. Or he maybe went... Oh, no, it's a penalty. I think he was just faster than me through the whole race, and then it's just that one little penalty, which might actually put me a bit closer to him. Braking and slow down the aggression. I mean, most of the speed usually comes from just taking the correct lines, and then later it's just about, you know, doing it faster and faster and faster. But lines are everything. And yeah, definitely being less aggressive. In the qualifying, I would say that you need to be aggressive, but like in the race like this one, of course, taking it a bit easier is sometimes a better approach. And I'm back in the slip. Okay, south to another refuel. Let's see now. Thank you, Rob. No. That's not good. Have to check that. Thank you. Oh, okay, that's wide. That was wider than I thought it would be. And that's a half a second penalty. I think that's my first 28. Okay, tap the wall there. How's my front left doing? Don't want to overheat my front left. No coasting now. I mean, you can't fix it with coasting now. I mean, the tire wear is not that bad. It's actually okay. No, it'll be a penalty. Or it won't. Cooked. Yeah, front left is cooked. I really cooked it there. Still. You know what? 4 tenths behind him. That's not bad. That's not bad. I think I did a really good first part of the second stint. And then later I just went for it. Of course, it doesn't work. And yeah, I kind of killed my front left. That's what it was. But thank you guys. Hello, Christoph. Koala. Thank you, Mika. I mean, P5 with this thing, not bad. P5 from the back. Just a question, will I do daily race B? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Ah, I love these comments. You could have had him 3 times. Yeah, make it 5. It doesn't work that way, man. Ah, you lost 10 seconds with a spin. Aha, okay. So now I know that you spun and then... Okay. I mean, I want to win, but I didn't have him 3 times. Maybe I had him once. And he wasn't even close. So... Yeah, I wish I had him. But... No, you simply can't dive bomb. Evo što se desilo u 4. krugu. A idemo u kvalifikaciju odmah. 11 pitting lap 6. I think it's okay. Yeah, I mean, you just simply have to keep the tires, or the temps, you need to keep them low. You can't really turn as much. As soon as you can feel like you're kind of scrubbing the speed of them, it's not good. You just have to stop. You have to kind of correct your steering wheel. Saying let me try. Be more confident on these softs. That's better. Ja bih rekao dosta. Ne znam točno, ali sigurno pol sekunde. I mean, I can answer your questions. Main conspiracy theory that put these dailies because LMU is getting US tracks now. I don't know. I don't think that kind of bothers them, maybe. And also, how many races per session? I mean, first of all, you need to figure out where exactly your overtaking spots are. So where are the areas where you can actually overtake? Because not every corner is an overtaking position or not is an overtaking spot. And then you just have to figure out what are the best lines, how to get more efficient in the race without really sacrificing too much pace. And in this race, that's just about being a tenth, 2 tenths, roughly 2 tenths slower. And the example that I would really like to point out here is when you're going into this corner, look at my steering lock. I could easily lock it all the way to 90 degrees, but I'm not going to do that. And even in here, you can do this, but you can just hear the tires. See this? Even here. Bam. Where does it reset you? Here. Okay, at least I know now. Is the car understeer? It's not too understeer. It's more like... It's more oversteer than it's understeer. But I might as well try to put this lap down into like the 27s. Even though that would be fairly difficult. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Let's do it. Okay. You're scrubbing off the speed for no reason. That's it. Oh, let's see now. It's probably his first race. This one requires full focus. No, my usual problems. Yeah, the mediums are okay, they can get hot, I don't care about the mediums. The softs are usually the problem. Hello, Sailor. Slatko. Speed. Sorry. Take that place. That is interesting now. I guess I was lucky now. I knew something like that would happen. I was pushing. It's not dirty air, it's me. Overcorrected it. My bad. Completely my bad. Like, no excuse for that one. Especially here because it's bumpy. And then even if you make a correction that... it's probably too much. Kai is still out. I don't know for what reason. I guess occasionally those things happen and that's it. Man, this game. Go ahead. Blame the car, blame the tires. Penalty. I can't hold him anymore. He just has better tires. Mr. Red and Blue, hi. What a mistake. That is NDO, if you know who he is. Hey, Chris, hi there. Hvala lijepo. I sretan rođendan. Completely my bad. Thank you. I mean, I messed it up. I don't know how you got to second place, but well done. You know what? I think I might... Wanted to say that I might change the angle of my pedal. Let me see. Okay. Let's go into the next one. Yeah. I mean, it was just my bad. I lost it on my own. Let me see if I can do it real quick. Okay. Let's do it again. Okay. Let's try it like this. I think the angle is fine. I would just need to put them a little bit closer to myself. Yeah, like this. Battery, hybrid, yes. Hybrid cars. That's why. That's the reason. Okay, let's do it again. Let's try to do it better this time. Let's do this. Usable as boost? No, it's actually activated automatically. So, you know you kind of don't have any kind of manual control over it. Well, thank you, lads. Thank you. No, still someone disconnected. If you're a D-rated driver, is it better to sit back and start at the back? No, no, no. Late on in the qualifying. I don't think you will do much if you start from the back of the field. Well, at least I didn't get a penalty. I mean, I won't defend too hard. I think he's a little bit quicker than me. But at the same time, I can't just let it go. Okay. Bus stop or whatever it is. No, at times it just feels completely random. I mean, it could be a lot of different things. I'm not exactly sure why it kicked you out, but it could be that you lost the connection, or they lost the connection to you, or I don't know what, but... I'm kind of getting used to it now. Yo, hi there. I'm using a wire. I'm not on Wi-Fi. There's too many mistakes in this race. And I think I'll go back to the old setup that I had. I need to change the pedals. I haven't heard one thing about the microphone, so it must be okay. Yeah, there is nothing really that you can do with the oscillations. Thank you, Yo. I think that's mostly a part of Gran Turismo. You can really increase NFR, maybe NDP on your wheel, but that just makes it undrivable, so... Okay. Probably a huge hit. I don't know, for me these oscillations are not a huge issue. I mean, if you just release your wheel, then yes, you will have oscillations. But if you just put one of your hands on the wheel and just hold it there, nothing happens. I mean, like... Yeah, maybe if your grip is really loose and... Or maybe if you're just using too much force feedback or a lot of force feedback, then yeah, you will have a lot of oscillations. But I'm not a huge fan of neither using the NDP or NFR settings a lot, and on top of that, I'm not a huge fan also on putting too much force feedback on the wheel. It just it feels like you're actually fighting the wheel. It doesn't stop. What are your settings, maybe? Like, when does it not stop? Like in the menu, or when you're driving, or... Okay, through the bus stop, maybe. But maybe if you're driving older cars at a really high speed, then yes. I think after 300 kilometers an hour, then it becomes pretty severe. But before, I never found it too excessive, even while using these hypercars. Yeah, you will get constant movements. I mean, you just have to hold the wheel. You can't let it go. No, don't reduce the sensitivity. You mean in the in-game sensitivity? It won't do much on these wheels. I tested it. It's nothing. It's barely even noticeable. The thing is that you can't stop it. You can, as I said, you can increase NFR, NDP, but those settings just make the wheel feel terrible, so... Yeah, it's oscillations. I don't know how to fix it. There is really not a way now. Ah. Okay. I'm still alive. Kizzi, thank you. That reminds me of DJ Khaled. Another one. Let's go. I think this bounce off the curb there is probably like one of the worst feelings that you can have in this game. Maybe that is one as well. And I mean, after all of that, I'll still finish in second place. How is that possible? I don't know. Oh, I did play Gran Turismo too. Yes, I did. I did. Three. Well, I spent most of my time on 3 and 4. Because I was already a little bit older to play Gran Turismo 2. Or young. I was very young when Gran Turismo 3 came out. And that was my first Gran Turismo. I played 2, but I mostly stuck with 3, 4, and then the rest later. Pit stops, you have to do 1 mandatory stop. Let me just change... Yeah, I'll probably change the angle, and I might even push them a little bit further away from myself. Sorry I'm doing these adjustments on the stream, but I think it's best to test it in competitive environment. So yeah, just a second, I'll be back again. Okay, let's go again. I think this might be it. Samo, hi there. Go. In the race, it is the same with the qualifying gear. You mean the gearing? Why, yeah. I mean, I'm using the same gears in the race and in the qualifying. Should be okay. Let's do it. I mean, he still finished second in the previous race. I don't even know how. Okay, now it's going to be worse. Now it's going to be more competitive, but let's see. Let's go. So many fast players in this one. Oh, okay, that was wide there. Oh, that's the top split. Okay. And it's also a mess. So 1 second penalty. I think this one is going to be good. Just as I said it. Oh, 1 second penalty there. I mean, I almost lost the car, but I'm still on the road. Okay. Oh. I know. I'll do my best not to crash. Somehow, second place. Jackals, hi there. I don't even know how I'm keeping up with him. The gap isn't, like, growing as much as I thought it would be. Okay, it's better to... I think it's just better to keep it quiet now, but I'm quite surprised with the pace that I have. Have to stop doing that. Couldn't do it. Oh. He already has fresher tires. I mean, I wish I could overtake him, but he's still half a second away from me. David, hi there. I think it needs some milk. I'll take this. I'll take this. You know what? Not the fastest race that I ever did. But where I started and what players raced in this race, I think I can be pretty happy with the final result. You know what? I know I said it, you know, at the beginning of the stream, I'll do some adjustments here and there with my rig and all of that stuff. And I think I finally found what I like and, you know, all of the right proportions. Maybe like I can change the steering. The steering wheel is fine. Maybe a little bit further away from my steering wheel, but you know, finishing second in this field, and it's not like something happened. Okay, it was this early crash and so on, but I did this on my own. I mean, they didn't catch me. So I think I can be pretty happy with this race overall. Yeah, the tires. I mean, you have to take care of the tires. If you just overcook them at the beginning of the race, it's over. Let me do another one. At home, I think I'll have to try that strategy. It's usually the best one, yes. But no, I mean, about this, I mean, I hear like a lot of people are suggesting some of the things in the chat. I mean, asking me in the comments, what do you do with this? What do you do with that? What are your settings? But since I got these pedals, I was kind of trying to figure out what I needed. And I think I found what I needed. Like, the right amount of braking pressure. The gaps that I need. Maybe like a little bit more tweaks to it, but yeah, I can say that I'm pretty happy with the pace that I had in this race. It was not the most amazing pace in the world, but yeah. Like even here, even this, like this area, I was really... So for example, I was really struggling here. But now I think I figured it out. It works. Okay. How to save the tires? Well, turn less. Yeah, I mean, it's more about the... I see a lot of these drivers, I mean, everyone, basically. They're going into the turn, and they're getting rotation in the middle of the turn, right about here. But, if you're doing that, you're just going to scrub off the speed. So, it's not a really fast entry, and then rotating the car in the middle of the corner. It's more about getting that rotation before the apex of the corner. Like staying on the brakes and rotating the car, or rotating the back end of the car in this, how do you even call it, in this like very, very subtle area, which is, it's really difficult to explain this. But for example, you will get the rotation, for example, when you enter this corner, you will get the rotation if you just get this amount of braking pressure plus with the steering inputs. So you need to rotate the back end of the car like that. You will feel like the car is very loose, and then, you know, be very, very gentle with the steering wheel and very gentle with how you're releasing the brakes. And, you know, after a while, after you kind of get the feel for it, then it gets better. But I see like a lot of drivers are attacking the entry into the corner, which is, in my opinion, a little bit faster strategy, but it really scrubs off the speed of the tires. So yeah, if you're sharp, if you're doing something like this, then if you're sharp at the entry, you will just put a lot of pressure onto that front left. But if you're just braking in the straight line more and really focusing on the exit, you might not carry or might not, you know, get a really good run into the apex of the corner straight away. But you will see that eventually, or something like this, eventually the exit is going to be better. You will not lose as much time, and the tires will really, really like your driving style. Santa Miguel High. Yeah, it's just about those sharp movements, like here. Yeah. If it's just too sharp, then I think the car just loses the back end as you go over the curb. See ya, son. See ya. Yeah, that could be the reason. You're too fast, in my opinion. Like even here, it's like very subtle, and then bam, bam. Okay, quick changes of direction will help you to turn better, but look at this now. I'm kind of listening to the tires, and then I'm putting the power down. I know I can be faster through these corners early on, especially like here. But you just have to let it go and kind of be really, really loose with your steering wheel. And of course, bring some milk. So I think here it's more about the rotation of the back end rather than, you know, rather than entering the corner like this, attacking it, and then straight away. It's more about that early rotation while having these kind of subtle changes of direction. It's interesting, but it works. And that might also be the reason why I got a solid result in the previous race. Well, that's definitely it, but it's just a part of the equation, I think. That's like too much. I'll have a look at the lap. Yeah, I'll have a look at the lap. Probably after this race, just remind me if you're still here. Leave the ringer high. Let's stop there. Well, I just hope that my next race is going to be as good. And Dogs, I'm doing well, thank you. Hope you're doing as well too. Senor Cheng, it's been a while, you say? It must have been a while. Let me just check. Actually, let me check my DR. Oh, 500 points for that. That wasn't bad. Let's wait. Hi, Dave. And thank you, Chubby. Yeah, I would finally say that I found what I was looking for with the pedals. I will still do some tweaks. I know I will. But I think I can say that I'm fairly happy now. And preferred settings, I don't have preferred settings for that wheel, no. It's not in the course, it's nowhere. I never tried the wheel, so I can't really answer that question. Mediums again, let's see. let's go. I have to remember to check that replay. Loads better than SimNet. I would like to try some other options when it comes to springs, but I didn't go any slower, and they're easier to adjust. But on top of that, they're very expensive. And they kind of look better, so don't get me wrong. I mean, in the past they said SimNets are good pedals, and I still stand by that. It's still an amazing kit. But these are just like better looking and overall easier to do anything with. Okay, let's... Do I have to get closer? No! That's not a really good strategy to warm up the tires. Oh, lucky save there. Yeah, I would say that it's fine. I enjoyed this more than last week. That's for sure. Like Deep Forest, no. Not again, please. Oh, again. It's Lewis very wide. I think they'll have to think of something, and once again I got a penalty because I guess really cutting the corners. I actually thought that was not going to be a penalty. It looks like Lewis got a penalty as well. Oh! Will he save it? I think he saved it. Same situation. Okay, thanks. I mean, apparently you can save the penalty faster, but I'm not exactly sure if that worked. I'm quite certain that it didn't. That's a penalty. Or maybe not. Notice that this race can go in one of two directions. Either it's going to be entirely clean, or at the beginning of the race you're going to do some kind of enormous mistake and lose like 5 seconds. And that's it. There is nothing in between. Serdar, hi, and thank you. I have to remember, and I will remember to check the replay. It's a mandatory stop, yes it is. That's most likely a big penalty. I probably have a second. it. Let's go softs. Let's see. No, I didn't think I would do that on the softs. No. Even a couple of degrees, I don't think it's worth it. Silverstone? Why? Is it something special there? I know it is, but I thought it was something other than that. Yeah, it's one of those very rare F1 tracks that actually makes sense for modern F1. It's wide, it's fast, it's everything the track needs to be, and this is another... nothing. Oh yes it is, I mean... oh yes it is. So if you're planning to do a cut, do a proper cut. Penalties. Okay, front left still okay. Okay. The tires pretty good actually. P2. I mean, again, not bad. Still not a win. I mean, considering who I'm racing against. It's okay. And now I need to have a look at the replay. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I would just like that this would be a little bit longer, but it is what it is, you know. Oh, there you go. Cable. Okay, let's have a look at the replay. Yeah. For me, yes. It's just about the angle, so I can control precisely what I need to control. I mean, it wouldn't be too bad, but it's just like, I don't know if you know that feeling, like you're in the limit, but you kind of don't know exactly what is going on. And it's like those little tiny adjustments, and that's why I'm constantly changing things. That's why it's, you know, this is a process that usually takes a while, and it's a long process. Yeah, it does help to save the tires, and of course, when I'm, of course, more confident in what the car is actually capable of doing, then of course, I mean, I'll just do it better. I think that's the one, isn't it? Should be. Open to all. Yeah, it should be. Should be. I had one driver asking me what could he potentially change in his driving style and if he would actually benefit from the online course. So I usually do this in private, but I might do this live, and you might get some suggestions. But let me see first of all. He's already fairly good, so there is probably not going to be too much to get. Yeah, definitely using the curbs there. Uh-huh. 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 Okay. It looks clean though. No, it's actually very clean. It's not like you have those sudden changes. Here you might have a little nothing. Perfect. I mean, yeah, that's why I mean I'm comparing night and day here. So you see, look, those F1 drivers complaining about, you know, this pedal feels loose, this is what it is. It's probably those things. They can drive anything, but the thing is that you just need to be looking for those finer details. And that's what really matters in the end. And as long as you're like confident in your driving and in, you know, in your equipment, I think you will do a fairly good job. Look at your mistake. Oh man, you don't do many mistakes, trust me. Okay. First of all, if you would get anything from the course, you most likely would. But you will have to kind of watch all of the videos and understand it. And really dive deep and understand your own mistakes. First of all, you're accelerating in third gear. Usually, just try to upshift into fourth gear and then try to accelerate. I know it's just a little delay, but fourth and then early on the power. Stay closer to these curbs. That's it. Then fine, but look at how you're turning the wheel here. So it's going to be a sudden snap to the right. So it's like, it's that. it could work, but at least in my opinion, the line makes all of the difference here. So let me just stop there. It's roughly, I think it's roughly like 8 seconds still there, and every time I need to go through it. So yeah, you should actually start to turn in right about there. You're still waiting a little bit, still waiting, still waiting, still waiting. But now, as you turn the wheel, maybe from this angle you will see it, you're turning the wheel, but you're also braking, which is not too bad, but I think you're just overloading the front left tire, which could potentially cause a lot more tire wear even in the race. So these kind of sudden changes when you're turning the wheel and braking, this is something that you want to avoid. And of course, you won't be able to turn as much because the direction of travel isn't optimal, so to say. You see, you're turning, but the car is still drifting wide. So you want to go there, but the car isn't going there. And of course, it would be better to just start turning in a little bit sooner and cutting, or actually getting a little bit closer to the fence. Because yeah, you see, you're too far away from the fence. That's why I recommend starting to turn a little bit sooner. Yeah, you see, you got a bit of gap here. So I know that you're going to bounce off the curb, but what I realized is that if you start turning in a little bit sooner, and even if you start braking a little bit earlier, I have to say earlier, you will have more control of the car. And then, when you get up to this point, the car will be straightened up, and then you will just fly through this section. So instead of having this whole area empty, yeah, now you see how much it is. I think even when you change the perspective, it really shows. Like, there is another car in here that you can fit. Okay, not exactly, but maybe from this point of view, it doesn't seem like much. And then you would carry more speed, and then you would have to use fifth instead of fourth. Arum, you're going to get banned, and it's going to be ugly. But I would probably get even more penalties. And I'm always getting this kind of microscopic penalty here, but the exit always needs to be in 5th gear, and cut this part, like really cut it. You need to cut this part. This part needs to be cut. You're taking all of the curb. You can do it, but now you see it's pushing you very, very wide. Very, very wide. And then with the steering lock as this, the car is just under the steering in the corner. So the closer you are to the curb, the better it is. Not exactly as early, but you can have a look at the replay and see what's there. And then upshifting into 5th and only then starting to accelerate. This saves that additional upshift. Here, 4th on the way out, 4th. Fair control. It could be better, but it was okay. By the way, I attacked this corner early. Yeah, just about at 100. I would turn it slightly sooner. 3rd. That's it. Between 100 and 200, turn in. 3rd. It is fine, like you're in the limit. And just really think about those gear shifts. I mean, I said at the beginning, like all of these segments and everything, like it explains really in detail, is in the course. Especially this. This is huge time loss, by the way. Because look at the direction of the car right now. So the car needs to be more to the left here on the left side and then starting to turn in. So you need to be looking at the corner like this from this angle, not from this angle. Because then you'll just put a lot of pressure onto the front left, and then is the car turning? It's not turning. Then you hit the fence. The wall, actually. So for example here, I mean, of course, it's more about those. I think these are kind of bigger adjustments. First of all, I would say thinking about the gears, not revving it too much, thinking about the upshifts on the way out of the corners, and entries into the corners like this one. That's it. This is the one that you should be looking for the most. This is the tire, your tire killer, I would say. This is really a tire killer if you're just doing this. So if you're entering the corner with this angle, you see, where's the car going to go? The car is going straight. So it should be more there to the left. I wish I had ghosts like there. And then you're just, you know, getting a slightly better, I mean, not slightly, this is a much better angle, I would say. And then you're not putting too much pressure onto that front left. And then when you're putting the power down, of course, you can carry more speed. You can get faster out of this corner and so on. So I would say that there are definitely elements that you will find in the course. That's for sure. You will find them. No question about it. To answer the question, I mean, we talked about it in the email. So you will find those elements, but you will have to find them on your own. But with coaching, it is usually, I usually do that for you. So that's kind of the difference. But I really hope that I answered that question. And yeah, I think that's that. I mean, not sure what else. Maybe you got some questions about it, but yeah, that's usually what I'm trying to explain. You know, there are like a lot of different things, a lot of more, or a lot deeper insights into this, especially like how to save tires, how to approach corners and so on. So it's up to you. I already know, you know what, if you just do these recommendations, or if you just change a couple of things that I mentioned here, I would expect half a second, more or less. I would say so. And then later you'll see if you need something. But you can always send me an email and I can always have a look. Maybe not like this live, but I'll have a look. So, I don't know what else to say. I think that should be about it. Because this is my usual stream time. I will be back though. I'll be back tomorrow. We might focus more on Daily Race B and even Daily Race A. But yeah. I kind of hope that you enjoyed, guys. And if you got any other questions, you can just ask me down in the comments, or you might join the Discord. And the Discord, we're like talking a lot about these things. On Arum, I completely agree with you on that one. So the basics are free. That's how I started. That's why I usually give this type of information out, because it is, you know, it is what a lot of people are looking for, and that's why a lot of people are watching me and my videos and so on. But yeah, it's all in the details. Everyone is different, so having some kind of universal coaching advice, it's difficult, but kind of this is the basic, or yeah, this is the starting point of it. So yeah, rental cars are not slower. No, they're the same. Don't worry about it. If you're renting or owning, it's the same. So, but yeah, guys, I have to go. RC Racer, thank you for that. The Discord link is down there. Does the gutter give one penalty? Initial D reference? I don't know, the initial D references. Maybe someone else can answer that for me. But yeah, if you just need something, Discord, or you can just ask in the comments and so on. Guys, take it easy. Take care. By the way, thanks for the likes, and I'll be back. Bye-bye.